Case summary: Obergefell v. Hodges was a landmark Supreme Court case in which the court held that the fundamental right to marry is guaranteed to same-sex couples by both the Due Process Clause and the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment to the United States Constitution. Background facts. Claimants: James Obergefell and other same-sex couples from Ohio, Michigan, Kentucky, and Tennessee. Defendants: Richard Hodges, Director of the Ohio Department of Health, and other state officials from the respective states. Facts: the plaintiffs, same-sex couples, challenged the constitutionality of state bans on same-sex marriage or state refusals to recognize legal same-sex marriages that occurred in jurisdictions that provided for such marriages. The cases were consolidated and presented to the Supreme Court under the name Obergefell v. Hodges. Argument: Plaintiffs' argument. The plaintiffs argued that the state bans on same-sex marriage violated the 14th Amendment's guarantees of equal protection and due process. They contended that marriage is a fundamental right and that denying it to same-sex couples demeans the dignity of these couples for no legitimate reason. Defendants' argument. The defendants argued that the Constitution does not explicitly protect the right to same-sex marriage and that the issue should be left to the states to decide. They also argued that states have a legitimate interest in preserving the traditional definition of marriage as a union between one man and one woman. Outcome and legal justification. Outcome: the Supreme Court ruled in a 5-4 decision that state bans on same-sex marriage are unconstitutional, thus legalizing same-sex marriage across the United States. Legal justification. Due Process Clause. The majority opinion, authored by Justice Anthony Kennedy, stated that the Due Process Clause of the 14th Amendment guarantees the right to marry as one of the fundamental liberties it protects. The court noted that this right applies with equal force to same-sex couples. Equal Protection Clause. The court also held that the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment prohibits states from denying the right to marry to same-sex couples, as doing so would deny them equal dignity in the eyes of the law. Precedent and evolving understanding. The court referenced previous decisions that expanded the rights associated with marriage and personal autonomy, such as Loving v. Virginia, 1967, which invalidated bans on interracial marriage, and Lawrence v. Texas, 2003, which struck down laws criminalizing homosexual conduct. The court recognized that the understanding of liberty and equality evolves over time. Key concept. Implication. Obergefell v. Hodges established that the right to marry is a fundamental liberty protected by the Constitution and that this right extends to same-sex couples. This decision effectively ended the legal discrimination against same-sex couples in the context of marriage. Key learnings. This case underscores the evolving interpretation of the Constitution in the context of individual rights and liberties. It highlights the role of the judiciary in ensuring that the principles of equality and liberty adapt to contemporary understandings of human dignity and autonomy. It also reinforces the importance of the 14th Amendment in protecting against discriminatory state actions.